Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. We're in the Pretty Girl Village in southern Guangxi Province. We're in the middle of the karst mountains. Gotta love it. Beauty. This is way off the beaten path. It took us about an hour to drive here, and it's it's off on back roads and stuff like that. What a scenic area we are in today. We've got an artist that's going to show us how she does her traditional Chinese weaving of the village, and this is weaving that they do for their traditional garb type thing, which is sort of interesting. It's and it goes back centuries in time. This has been handed down from mother to daughter, grandmother to daughter, to grandchild to granddaughter, and all through the thing. And it's like super interesting. Everything grows big here in Guangxi Province because it's like a big greenhouse. We land in the middle of, like seriously, look around. This is freaking beautiful. It's quiet. It's a village, and somebody's going to teach us some art here. Okay, look at the I guess it's like a studio, but it's gonna be neat to see. But look at the karst mountains. Look at the fields. Be nice to live in a place like this. They use older techniques in the villages here in Guangxi Province. It's a poor province, and it has been basically a poor province for a very long time. You get into the bigger cities, they're rich, there's lots of money floating around there, but still in the rural areas, you've got this type of vehicle coming behind me here. It's normal. It's weird. It's inexpensive, and it's hardy. They actually, they're bulletproof. You try to kill one of those things, ain't gonna happen. But in a place like this, you've got tradition from generation to generation to generation, and you see, I think that's great. I think that's really actually interesting. Being an older guy, I sort of float to that kind of thing now. It's one of those things about me. They do all of their farming by hand. They don't have any big machinery. They seen people out there fertilizing by hand, throwing the fertilizer out, stuff like that. So wherever there's a little place that they can make a plot, even inside the village, if they've got something like this, in the West, it would just be overgrown grass you could cut every once in a while. No, the Chinese people in the villages turn that into a little cornfield. Very industrious. And they have a spring here that they wash their clothes in, and you can tell that it's being built just particularly for washing clothes. It's one of those things that fresh spring water, they make steps down into it. They sort of build it so it's easy to wash clothes in, and out of the one side it's fresh spring water, and as they wash the clothes it gets dirty, and then away it goes into the little river type thing. Check this out. It's beautiful. Look how fresh this water is. You see that? And then the girl here is washing her clothes, and then she puts it on the thing, the other one grabs her and dries her, and they don't need washing machines here. They just need spring water. They do it the old style. It's nice. So enough for the washing of clothes. Let's go walking into the village a little bit and see what's going on in here. See, I noticed one thing about the villages in rural China. There's not a lot of people in them. And the reason for that is a lot of them, the younger folk, the mums, there's children around, but the mums and dads have gone off to work in factories around China. And the grandparents are left to take care of the kids, left at home children. It's the way it is in rural China. because there's really not a lot of money to be made in a place like this. There's not a lot of money to be made from farming. So you see these big houses, like and you know, good size shacks, but there's very few people in them, just for the fact that they've all sort of gone away and found a place to make money. And as you walk through a village, you know, you see village things. You see the old people, and you see the people washing the clothes. I'm going into the village to see if I can't find an ice cold beer. And then you see the ducks getting herded to wherever they get herded to. So there you go, a duck herder in Mainyu village, pretty girl village. I haven't seen any. Well, the girl that was washing clothes is not bad looking, you know. But as I say, most of the younger people have gone off to work, and as you see, like this guy here, that's Grandpa and his two grandsons on a bike heading down the thing. You've got this old guy here. He can hardly move very fast. And then you got a grandma over there. Well, you got a couple of young guys there too. You know, so not all of them leave, but a lot of them do. It's part of life in rural China. It's you know, they're losing a lot of that here in this part of the world because there's they look at it as having a better life in the cities where there's more going on. There's more chance of making money. There's more chance of advancing, getting a car, getting a wife, because if you've got a house and a car in the city and a job, chances are you're going to be able to attract a girl. If you're a single guy with no money and no home in a rural area like this, there ain't going to be no girls knocking at your door, boy. I've been walking for a while and I haven't found a store. Usually these villages have somebody that runs like a store with the... All I've seen is ducks and chickens. Big chickens, little chickens. But they're all dirty chickens. Yeah, it's one of those things. Oh boy, I can just about smell beer. Yes, I have a nose big enough to smell beer within a couple of 100 yards. So, yeah. Hello. Look at this. So I'm looking for cold beer, and do I find it? Oh yeah. Give a啤酒. 6? I gotta buy 6? Oh, give it this. Goodbye? Okay. And that is how to find a nice cold beer in a village where there's hardly any people. See, it was Grandma and Grandpa running that store, and they had the little grandson in there. But, you know, seeing any young people here, it's just not happening, man. I've seen a couple guys, but they look like they're selling something out of the back of their SUV. So they're probably just in town selling something. I'm in town buying beer. Man, that tastes good. You know, it's like 35 degrees here. 85, 90% humidity. I am sweating my ass off and loving it, you know what I mean? So that's another short video from Gweilo 60 about a small village that's called Mainyu village, which means pretty girl village. They say all the girls that are born in this village are pretty. Could be that the surrounding karst mountains are what's really pretty in this place, because if you look around, it is one of those things that it is gorgeous here. Like seriously, it is beautiful. The people that live here probably don't see the beauty anymore because they've been here forever. But people that come here, and you can come here as a tourist, and they have cold beer, and you know, everything's so damn inexpensive. A big beer like this, $1, actually less than $1 Canadian. Yeah, life is good. Oh, and look at this. Yeah. I bet you that's our artist. She's all dressed up and looking smart. And they have, you know, they have the traditional stuff going on here. So maybe some of these people just dress like that. I don't know. But it is an amazing, amazing place. So let's go back and watch this artist lady do some of her stuff. And we'll just take it from there. And that's another video from Gweilo 60 and his ice cold beer in Pretty Girl Village in southern Guangxi Province, around the karst mountains and the beauty of this place. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button, resubscribe. Don't forget to resubscribe, guys. Hit the bell, and never forget to put a couple of bucks on the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. It's for poor rural Chinese kids. They just need a helping hand, guys. We can help them. Help me help them. Thanks for watching. Bye now.